ocean wide for you. And climb the highest mountain and walk right through the fire. Risk it all. What can I say? She blew me away. I weather the storm, and I wouldn't change nothing about you, no, nothing at all. And when I look in the skies, I realize how beautiful you are. Like a sunny day. Hope this moment never ends, baby. Greetings. I can feel your love, like the wind beneath my wings. I just need your love, I need it beside me. Ooh, you bring light to my life like the stars. That's what you are to me. What can I say? She blew me away. I weather the storm, and I wouldn't change nothing about you, no, nothing at all. And when I look in the skies, I realize how beautiful you are. Like a sunny day. Hope this moment never ends, baby. I'd walk 500 miles for you. I would. I'd cross the ocean wide for you. I would. I'd climb the highest mountain and walk right through the fire. Risk it all. What can I say? She blew me away. I weather the storm. I want to direct your attention to the book of the Wisdom of Solomon. As the Queen of Sheba, the Queen of Ethiopia, came from the uttermost parts of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon. And today, by the grace of God, I want to talk about unnurtured souls. Unnurtured souls. We know that when I say we, I mean the world, that is. For the most part, people eat food. They feed their flesh at least 3 meals a day, some people even more. And some less. I hate to say, but it is the truth. Nevertheless, the world neglects to feed their souls. Their spirits are starving. Unnurtured souls. I am in the 17th chapter of the book of the Wisdom of Solomon, where the Lord gives a complete indication of what I am trying to say here. The 17th book of the Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter of the Wisdom of Solomon. For great are thy judgments, and cannot be expressed. Therefore unnurtured souls have erred. For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fettered with the bonds of a long night, lay there exiled from the eternal providence. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. No power of the fire might give them light, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night. Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful, saith the Lord. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than their sight they saw not.
As for the illusions of art magic, they were put down, and their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace. For they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at. For though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that passed by and hissing of serpents, they died for fear, denying that they saw the air which could of no side be avoided. For wickedness, saith the Lord, condemned by her own witness, is very timorous, and being pressed with conscience, always casts grievous things, always forecasts grievous things. For wickedness, condemned by her own witness, is very timorous, and being pressed with conscience, always forecasts grievous things, saith the Lord. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the help which reason offer, and the expectation from within being less counted the ignorance more than the cause which bring the torment. But they sleeping the same sleep that night, which was indeed intolerable, and which came upon them out of the bottoms of an inevitable hell, were partly vexed with monstrous apparitions, and partly fainted, their heart failing them, saith the Lord. For a sudden fear and not looked for came upon them. For then whosoever there fell down was straitly kept, shut up in a prison without iron bars. For whether he were a husbandman or a shepherd or a laborer in the field, he was overtaken, saith the Lord, and endured that necessity which could not be avoided. For they were all bound with one chain of darkness. Amen? For they were all bound with one chain of darkness. Whether it were a whistling wind, or a melodious noise of birds among the spreading branches, or a pleasing fall of water running violently, or a terrible sound of stones cast down, or a running that could not be seen of skipping beast, or a roaring voice of most savage wild beast, or a rebounding echo from the hollow mountains. These things made them to swoon for fear, saith the Lord. Again I say, whether it were a whistling wind, or a melodious noise of birds among the spreading branches, or a pleasing fall of water running violently, or a terrible sound of stones cast down, or a running that could not be seen of skipping beast, or a roaring voice of most savage wild beast, or a rebounding echo from the hollow mountains. These things made them swoon for fear, saith the Lord. For the whole world shined with clear light, and none were hindered in their labor. Over them only was spread in heavy night an image of their darkness which should afterward receive them. But yet were they unto themselves more grievous, amen, than the darkness. Over them only was spread in heavy night. Over them who? The unnurtured souls, an image of that darkness which should afterward receive them. But yet were they unto themselves more grievous than the darkness. Amen? These things saith the Lord. Amen. God bless you. Stand vigilant in the Lord.
God is a must, 'cause me nah go home without them dinner. Some things got to give, though me no want go home without no dinner. My youth them a believe me going harder. bad man talk, but none of them no really have no bad man heart. Them have bad man face and bad man smile, but profiling and no bad man style. Them and bad man grow, how much bad man them do, but informer think that I no bad man flow show. Bad man sign them did bad one time, but no for them just bad mind. What is that? Kingston 20, sling gun plenty. Beat the drum until it pan them empty. Spanish town youngster no play around a sharp shooter. Them man then a fire waste round matcha. Out the east boy this kick disease no call no doctor. Call the coroner, call the priest. Long a town them now me say better learn this. No this no south, this no Curtis. When me say if you did know real gangster life, before you say your bad you woulda think twice. Them a hot bad and a shot bad. Think back and watch bad. Enough bad man a try stop bad and talk about. Bad man walk and bad man talk, but none of them no really have no bad man heart. Them a bad man face and bad man smile, but profiling and no bad man style. Them and bad man grow, how much bad man them do. Informer think that I no bad man flow show. Bad man sign them the bad one time, but none of them just bad mind. This on a lyrics for the song, this on a gimmicks.